Yo, what is poppin', booty goons? It is your boy Ashley, and I am here with my Heatah Bros. It's Heatah Broz. I fucked it up last time. It's Heatah Broz. Heatah Broz Tournament replays. I played my first round matches and decided I'll be bringing this to y'all. I felt like I wanted other stuff, to go do other stuff, but I ended up having to smack this cat for tearing stuff up. And I'm uploading this Hotline Miami video, and it was over an hour, so I was like, oh fuck, what am I supposed to do? Looks like I'm supposed to hop in right here, show you guys some tournament replays. If you remember our team, and I need to go back and find it on my phone. Alright, cool. We had Kieran Black, Hoopa Unbound, Scolipede, Serena, Mega Blastoise, Magneton, Darmanitan, and Miss Magius. So that's a pretty intense. I fuck with this team a lot. I really like this team. Pretty much after, I'll say this, win or lose this tournament, whatever happens, I definitely am not going to be blaming the Mons for this. If I lose out of this tournament, it's because I played badly. Because this team is really good in my opinion. I like all of these Mons. I really think I'm going to use a bunch of these Mons. Like, I've got IVL draft coming up. I've got the MLP draft coming up. I have Aaron's League, HBL, I think, coming up. So over those 3 drafts, I should get at least a couple of these Pokemon because I really like them. But as you can see here in our first game, we're going to be playing Ben. Now, Ben's team is good. Ben has a Mega Scizor, and when prepping for Ben's team, something I did not say to myself was, holy shit, I'm really weak to Bullet Punch. Which is unfortunate because Odds, another player in our pool, also has a regular Scizor. So either of those Mons get a Bullet Punch up, they can pretty much sweep through my team without Serena at least. So that is not very good. I'll let you know what Ben has real quick. We have Zygarde 50, Mega Scizor, Serperior, Slowking, Victini, Togetic, Excelgor, and Rhydon. And yeah, so as you can see, he opted to leave a couple of those boys at home. Left Serperior and left Slowking being the 2. So this, I didn't really know. I looked at this matchup and I was like, okay. And this is like really before I realized about Scizor. I was like, okay. All I have to do is pass, and then I'll be good. Like, I just gotta get that speed pass. So I'm not gonna go over the teams individually and shit because there's 3 different games, and that usually adds about 5 minutes. And these tournament replays aren't really super long anyway. So I'm just gonna go off here. He's gonna lead Excelgor, as I'm going to lead Miss Magius. So I do outspeed with my Choice Scarf. I'm going to go for the Power Gem, and he lives on 21%. Had a little bit of health, had a little bit of HP bulk in there. So he's going to get up a layer of spikes. I'm going to switch right here into my Blastoise because I figured he was going to switch because he didn't want to lose his Excelgor, and he goes right into Scizor. Sure enough. So I am actually, I think, just going to fire off a Water Pulse here. No, I'm going to Rapid Spin. This is my spinner. I couldn't remember if I had it on this or Serena. So I'm just going to spin. He's going to U-turn. Bring in Victini. So I'm fearing like a Fusion Bolt or whatever the move it gets, the electric type move it gets. I don't use Victini that much, but it actually just T-bolts. So that's pretty good. So this thing might be choice locked, may not be, but it turns out that it is because I'm just going to stay in and hit the U-turn. That was definitely a risk. He could have hit the V-Create or something there, but I think I just predicted him to switch. So I'm going to get the spikes up here. I don't really know why, because that just gives him a free SD. But I didn't want to protect. Like, I felt like he was SDing anyway. So I figured I might as well get that up. I'm going to protect here so that he can't knock me out with Bullet Punch. I do live, but here I don't really want to pass into anything because I'll take damage. I don't want to take that damage if I don't have to. So I'm going to switch right out here into Serena, get the Queenly Majesty. He's going to U-turn and knock me out though. So now, yeah, he has to switch out at +2, which sucks for him, but he can definitely just come right back in, get up to +2 on literally any of my Pokemon, and that's pretty much a GG for him. So I'm just going to hit Shadow Ball, trying to prevent this from happening, as he goes right back into the Scizor again. So I don't think there's anything I can do to prevent him from setting up. I'm just going to switch right here into the Blastoise and try and get some damage off on this thing. I'm going to Water Pulse because it's stab, but maybe go for the confusion. But as you can see, that does nothing as he just U-turns out into the Victini. He's pretty much just taking his time on this game. He doesn't have to, he's making the safe plays, and I really like that, actually. I'm a big fan of the way that he played this game and is currently playing this game. He's going to go right here into Ride On as on my Shadow Ball. As you see, that's going to do about 44%, but it does get the Spadef drops, so this is definitely going to knock it out, and I take out the Ride On immediately afterwards. So that right there is really nice. The Shadow Ball, I think it looked like a roll from my calcs, but he's obviously got some HP investment, more HP investment than I calced him. I did have some in there, but he must have had a little more. If I remember correctly, that is. I'm not sure. So basically letting him just roost all the way back up to 100. Going right here into Heatah Unbound, hoping I should have just gone into Heatah in the first place, but I don't know. I'm going to go for the Fire Punch. It's going to do pretty good damage on this Togetic, and I'm just going to switch out here. I probably could have just stayed in, but I saw this as an opportunity to get my pass off, so I am going to go for the Protect this turn, I think. Yeah, because I didn't know if I had Air Slash or something like that. So here, I know he's going to set up the Swords Dance, but if I could Baton Pass out right there, it's really nice, but I don't. I get paralyzed, which is less than ideal, because now we have to Baton Pass. We don't have anything that can hit the Scizor, and he's just going to Swords Dance again. And at +3, he definitely sweeps through my team. So he's going to take that win 4-0. So I don't think it mattered too much that he got that. The paralysis definitely sucks, but I think there was a chance to Heatah live +2 because I had some good bulk, unless he was adamant, but he was also pretty bulky for a Scizor, so I don't know. It really does depend on the calcs. I think there might have been a chance that I lived the Bullet Punch with my Heatah, but obviously didn't happen because he got to +3. We're 0-1 in the tournament. So next we had our game against Odds. So Odds, his team had Mega Charizard X, Tangrowth, Scizor, Ninetales, Alola, Florges, Suicune, Skuntank, and Alolan Raichu. And his Z-Mons are Scizor and Ninetales, the Alolan Ninetales. So pretty good team. I definitely was very scared of him on like Mega Charizard X, because my main way of outspeeding a D-dancing Charizard would be to speed past the Scolipede, which is super weak to Charizard X. So kind of stuck in a little bit of a loop there. But as you'll see, we left the Darmanitan and the Mismagius at home this time, favoring to bring Magneton instead. And we will just get right into it, because this is an interesting match, for sure. We're gonna lead off with Magneton, and here I was thinking, look, okay, Magneton against Alolan Ninetales can KO through Aura Veil, or at the very least get off a free Flash Cannon. It could Thunderbolt Suicune. I think I have HP Fire or something. The Tangrowth, I think I can 2-hit KO because I'm a very, very offensive Magneton. And the Raichu, I can just Volt Switch on and get the slow Volt Switch because it really can't do anything to me. This is super bulky, right? I was like, the only thing that if he leads Charizard, is the only thing that can stop me from getting off some big damage at the very start. And of course, he leads off Charizard. So I'm going to switch here because I really don't want to lose my Magneton right into my Blastoise, which is Mega Evolved already because we played custom game instead of anything goes. But it doesn't matter because he just throws up the D-Dance anyway. So he's going to throw up a D-Dance again, as I am going to reveal that I have the Dragon Pulse. And that is going to Oko, which is crazy because by my calcs, it definitely didn't. It was like going to do 70 something, or like 80% max pretty much. So I'm just gonna switch right here into the Magneton, eat that Volt Switch up like a nice seafood dinner, and he's gonna go right out into his Tangrowth. So I'm gonna Volt Switch, and that right there reveals to me that he is not Assault Vest, which is very, very good information, because Assault Vest Tangrowth could definitely give me some problems on my Heatah, which is a special Heatah, I do remember that. But so, you know, now when I get to sweeping, I could probably go into my Heatah over my Kyurem, since my Kyurem's main form to deal with this Tangrowth is going to be physical. I'm fairly certain. I mean, I think I'll probably have Ice Beam, but Anyway, just general thoughts, just chatter. You know what I was thinking during the game is what that is. So here I'm gonna throw up the substitute on the switch to the Ninetales because he fears I might go for a poison jab or something. So now we are just going to baton pass. So we're gonna baton pass +1 into Heatah as he is just gonna go for the encore actually, which does not work through substitute. I'm not sure if he knew that or if he expected something else. I'm not sure, but here I'm just gonna throw up the plot. Get to plotting, you know. Now we're +2 special attack, +1 speed, behind us goodbye. We're going to yoink that floor just out. I think next he goes into the Stuiukin. That wasn't like an accent, that was just me being weird. Nah, you see I'm packing Thunderbolt, that's going to Oko, goodbye. We are Life Orb as well, so definitely getting that little extra bit of power. He's going to go into Raichu. We are packing Dark Pulse, so we're just going to hit that and watch that boy drop. Take a little bit more chip from Life Orb. He's going to go into Tangrowth. Now we know that this is not specially defensive because he does not have a Assault Vest, so we can just hit Dark Pulse, so yoink that one as well. And finally, out comes the Ninetales, throws back up the Hail, and he actually reveals here to be Scarf. He blizzards the sub, takes me down, but the side shock is easily going to kill. And that is the game. Baton Pass is fucking broken. Then that's the first example right there, because there really was not shit he could do about that once I got that sub up and could pick who I wanted to pass to. So finally, we're going to move on to our third game. Now, see, we are 1-1 right now, and we have to win this game in order to move on. And not only do we have to win this game, I think Ben, the guy that tossed us in the first game, has to win his game as well. So we have a couple of important games here, and I will tell you his team real quick. So this is Vanity. Yeah, Vanity. His name has the B emoji in the server, so I was never sure if it was Vanity or Vanity, but it says so on the dock that it's Vanity. He has Landorus T, which is a Zmon, Keldeo, Mega Metachamp, Tornadus I, Rotomo, Clefairy, Jirachi, and Xatu. I was doing all my calcs for Clefable. I'm really glad he didn't bring it. That's really funny. So, and everybody kept saying Clefairy when I was going over team prep, and I was like, yeah, Clefable. And like I would correct them, like yeah, it's Clefable. I'm an idiot. Man, no wonder his team looks so intimidating. Anyway, so definitely a good team. Keldeo absolutely destroys me given the chance. Like nothing on my team really can stop Keldeo unless I get the speed pass off. So I mean that's pretty much the name of the game here, guys. We got it. We're speed passing with this team. It's a little bit like I was looking over all the other teams. Everyone else's teams are like really solid tournament teams. You know, like very adaptable and very versatile. And mine is just a very strong gimmick, basically, because you know like pretty much what I'm gonna bring every single week. But we're just going to hit play. Obviously, I'm going to lead off with my long boy because he doesn't really have anything that can do much to it. I am going to protect here as he's going to Volt Switch. And now he knows that I'm faster than him. I can throw off a Poison Jab. I can throw off a Mega Horn. I can do whatever I want. I opt to go for Mega Horn because I predict the Xatu switch in. And as you can see, I missed the Mega Horn. I don't think I have hit a Mega Horn yet in this tournament with Scolipede. Now I've gone for it multiple times. He's going to go Landorus here to baton pass me that -1 attack. But that's absolutely fine because Kieran Black only needs Ice Beam right now. Ice Beam hits literally everything on his team for almost an Oko except for Keldeo. And I can just Fusion Bolt. So here I see that if Keldeo is Scarfed, he will outspeed me by like 2 or 3. So I don't want to risk that. I'm just going to go straight here into my Thick, which takes that very well. Especially it's a defensive set. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Aaron for helping me with that set. I'm going to U-turn on this Tornadus. I'll talk about Aaron more in a minute. I'm going to U-turn out on this Tornadus, go right into Jimmy Neutron. So he is going to U-turn and go into Rotom. So here, I really wish that would have killed because I'm starting to believe that this Rotom is Scarfed. It seemed like he was playing it like it was Scarfed. Like because the Scolipede. Hold on, let's see. The Scolipede would sorry, I just want to explain my thought process about why I thought he was Scarfed. Because earlier in the game, whenever the Scolipede, I guess turn 2. So right here, when I protected and he tried to Volt Switch, he would not have tried to Volt Switch unless So he would not have tried to Volt Switch unless he was faster than me, right? Like, he had no purpose to, because both of my stabs could probably OHKO this Rotom. So, after I get the speed boost, though, he switches out. So, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, I have it on very good authority that this thing is going to be Scarf. So, but because I didn't know for sure, I didn't want to risk him not being, or he might have been double Scarfed on the Keldeo. I could have killed there with Fusion Bolt, though. If I had just gone for Fusion Bolt, I could kill there. So here I'm just going to U-turn, try and get out of there, as he's going to go into Tornadus. And I'm just going to send in my Blastoise. I think I just covered this, but I'll come here anyway, because I think this is where I paused it. He's going to U-turn out into Rotom as I Ice Beam and almost kill it. Yeah, and so now I'm going to switch, because I know that he's faster than me. Even if he's not Scarfed, he's faster than me. And he's just going to Volt Switch out on my Serena. So go right out to Tornadus. I don't really want to switch anything in on Hurricane. I like how Serena's been pivoting for me, but I just have to sack it. That crit absolutely did not matter. It was like 200% damage to me. And I'm just going to go straight into Kyurem Black here to try and threaten him out. So I thought that was a nice little play. And as he actually just goes for the U-turn, he was testing the waters to see, but I still forced him out because he U-turned, but I didn't, like, quote unquote force him out. Like, he didn't like hard switch, he was cautious about it. But anyway, I'm gonna throw up Protect because I can't risk the Earthquake, as he just Stealth Rocks, which is fine. My Rapid Spinner is dead, but I don't really need that many more switches anyway. So I'm just gonna go straight here into Blastoise, because I know it can take a Stone Edge, which I feel like he would go for in that scenario, trying to hit the Kyurem, because it was a very easy switch into Kyurem. And I am just going to hit Water Pulse and then Ice Beam and take out this Xatu. So now at +1 speed, I'm hoping he doesn't bring in the Rotom, because it don't outspeed it, but he is just going to Thunderbolt, and that is going to confirm to me that it is Choice Scarfed. I just wanted to be sure, I just needed to know, so that I can go right here into my Scolipede and Protect. He thinks, I guess he doesn't know that I know that he's Choice Scarfed at this point, because that does kill me at this range. But now with my leftovers, I'm slightly out of range, and I'm free to just fire off Attack or Baton Pass, which I do. And I'm just going to go right into Kyurem, because it's a super easy switch in on this Landorus. So I am going to fire off an Ice Beam here. I have no reason not to. And it is going to hit this Keldeo, crit the Keldeo, and freeze the Keldeo. Although it doesn't really matter, because at the range of health where it is, Fusion Bolt always would have killed 100%, even on a bulky Keldeo. And even in -1 attack, because Kyurem is insanely strong and I outspeed, so it didn't really matter. However, this Zim Headbutt miss really sucks, because he definitely could have used that chip. It might have even KO'd. I did not calc it, but that definitely sucks. He's going to go right here into Rotom, which does outspeed me because it is Choice Scarfed, and it outspeeds me naturally, but this doesn't really have anything to hit me with. They could have maybe taken me out with the Zen Headbutt chip, but I don't really know. So here, okay, here, I wanted to pause it before you saw, but I had two choices. I could either go for Ice Beam or I could go for Fusion Bolt. And at this point, he has not shown his item. Tornadus is his Z-Mon. Nothing else on his team besides Landorus. Really wants to try and decimate this thing. Like, it's a huge force, and even though it's super weak, I thought this Tornadus would be running a Yachi Berry. And I got in my head a couple of turns before this, because I've been playing really well, and when I play well, I start to like reach in my head, like I try to start thinking better, and I don't know if that makes any sense. So if I'm playing well, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, he has a Yachi Berry. I'm like sitting here doing calcs, I'm looking at my -1, and dude, by my calcs, let's see, he had 86%. By my calcs, Fusion Bolt did 87 to 10 something at -1, and Ice Beam obviously did like 180%, but if he was Yachi Berry, he would live 100%. He would live if I went for that. So not knowing what his item was, and thinking that Fusion Bolt would just be a lock anyway. I go for the Fusion Bolt, and he's saved by the imaginary Focus Sash, and he reveals that his item is actually a Z move, and he is Supersonic Sky Strike. He is going to take out my Cure at its +1, and now I am really not comfortable with the position that I am in. I'm going to protect here to get my +1 speed up, as he finally reveals that he has Tailwind. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm actually screwed. I'm actually going to lose this game. I go for the double protect since that's the only way I can win. At this point in my mind, that's the only way I can win, as he's just going to Heat Wave and knock me out. So here, I'm like, okay. I know Heatah doesn't outspeed, right? I know Heatah doesn't outspeed, but if I can waste one more turn of Tailwind, live a hit with Miss Magius, I will outspeed both of them and can win the game. That was my only thought. That's the only option. So he's gonna U-turn here, absolutely decimate me, right? So I would like to say that I wish that I sent out Heatah to bait him to U-turn, because I don't think Hurricane knocked me out 100%. I don't think Heat Wave knocked me out 100%. He had to U-turn and knock me out there. So that forced his Tornadus to switch into the Landorus, which, as you will see, I have a Choice Scarf Miss Magius that is EV, which is EV trained. Sorry, I got somebody sent me a text message and it distracted me. Okay, so its EV spread is pretty much specifically tailored to outspeed everything on his team at +1, right? So if I can live one of his hits, because nothing on my Miss Magius takes out this Landorus. I'm just gonna press play because I'm just talking about it way too much at this point. Nothing on my Miss Magius takes out this Landorus 100%. I have to go for the hidden power, which almost kills it, but it doesn't. I'm gonna live the Stone Edge. The Tailwind goes down, and now we easily outspeed Landorus, and we easily outspeed Tornadus, which only has 1 HP left. So, Tornadus. So, we get the 1-0 win. That was a really, really good game. Ty played that amazingly, especially with that Xatu. So, oh man. That was dude. My heart was pumping. Yeah. And as soon as that, dude, whenever that Tornadus lived on 1 health, I was sitting here and I didn't even notice. My girlfriend had come in the room and was like watching me play. And I didn't even notice she was like sitting on the bed behind me. And I was sitting here and I was like, fuck. Whenever he lived on 1 health and I got knocked out, because I thought I lost. Like I really didn't have a whole lot for the Tornadus. And after the match, I like pulled my headphones off and I turned around and it scared me. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? She goes, I'm sorry you lost. I was like, oh no, I won. She goes, why did you yell fuck really loud? Oh man, dude, that had me shook. But really good game. But yeah, so we're 2-1. We move on. Yeah, boy. This is the first time we moved on in a tournament. I'm really, really excited. Shout out to Aaron 2420. That's my dude. He helped me team build a lot. Shout out to Shine Time. He helped me team build. Easy Bake, Young Rotom Heat, aka Bobbert. He helped me out a little bit as well. Shout out to him. Jose helped me out a little bit. Good luck to Jose in boot camp. But man, I really, really like this team. Just initial thoughts after round 1. Miss Magius is a really cool Pokemon and a great tier 5, and I definitely see myself copying one in the near future. Let's see. Heatah and Kyurem Black are both broken. If you can speed pass into him, it's absolutely bonkers. The ability to pick your move, basically just being 1.5 times faster and having the ability to pick your move is almost all you need to defeat somebody with Kyurem Black and Heatah. Like, absolutely. So, like, those mons in their own right are broken if you have something like Z Snatch and you can set it up, or something like Z Hail for Kyurem Black. Damn, man, really, really good games. It's cool because like we had a game where we got tossed, we had a game where we tossed somebody else, and then we had a really, really close down to the wire game. So we really hit the whole spectrum besides hacks install, which I'm fine with missing out on those. So, video's running a little bit long. Damn, this is like the length of one of my Let's Plays. But I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know. The brackets should be coming out soon, and I'm not sure the format I'll be putting everything in, so like, it'll just be random. It'll be just random shit, basically. Like, I might be like one round, it might be like 2 or 3 rounds together. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Peace. You know the fucking